It's time for a terrifying tutorial. Let's paint this Pennywise in 2 minutes. Starting with the white base, we're going to take some black shading gel and get the top outline of his eyes, followed by 2 curved lines underneath. Now we're going to do some thin lines under his eyes for some texture, 2 slanted lines for his eyebrows, and add some circles in his eyes with yellow. Outline those circles with red liner gel, and while that's wet, go ahead and blend a little bit to add some dimension. Cure that, and now we're going to add some black inside of his eyes, and trace the top of the eye with a thin line of black. Using the shade Sinister, I'm going to outline the yellow part of his eye, and using that same color, do a thicker line underneath his eye. Now we're going to add some black liner gel under that color. And we're going to do some very thin strokes and thin lines, and then taking our blender brush, we're going to go ahead and blur that out to create even more texture. Add a wrinkle line right here, which will be very important later. And now we want to draw out the nose and fill it all in red. While it's wet, you want to give it some texture by blending it a little bit into the white. Now we're going to take that shading gel and trace along the top and the bottom of the nose and blend it out. Then we're going to add some highlight with white liner gel. Now using your red liner gel, we want to draw out the top of the mouth, tracing along the bottom of the line with black shading gel. Now for his teeth, I mixed white and yellow together to create this buttery teeth color. And while the gel was wet, we want to wet blend some brown gel polish onto the teeth to make him look gross and grimy. Now we're going to draw out his lips. Make sure you make that bottom lip nice and big. Then we're going to trace along the teeth and fill in the lip. Outline the lip with black shading gel and then blend. Add some shading gel here, and while it's wet, blend again. Now this is my favorite part. Outline the teeth with black liner gel, and while that black liner gel is wet, go ahead and blend that. It's going to give this mouth so much dimension and look so cool. Add some highlight on the lip, and I decided to add some black on the bottom of the nose, and go ahead and blend that out. Now right where we laid those 2 wrinkle lines down earlier, go ahead and start his paint on his face. Then we're going to add some above the eye, make sure that your line is going tapered thinner towards the top. You want these pretty symmetrical on both sides, but we don't want it to look too perfect, so go ahead and blend that out and make it a little bit messy. Now after that's cured, go ahead and take some white liner gel and add some cracks through the lines on his face. But we're not quite done yet. Add some matte top coat, and taking a blood red jelly, we're going to add some drips coming out of his mouth. And look how creepy this is. You literally just painted Pennywise. Like this video if you want me to paint this Pennywise next.